We had a combined support team that was rather powerful, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Because we were awake almost 24 hours every day.
So, what time is it?
Right now it's about 3:30, where I am anyway. But I think it's 3:30 at your place as well.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, we're back on the same time zone.
Yeah, well, I think I would much rather have stayed in the other time zone. I were in for about a month, but yes, all good things come to an end. But you know what I was thinking? You have these people, we call them the flat earth something, and they go around and talk about that, really the earth is flat. But if the earth was flat, that would solve the problem, I think, with time zone.
Yeah.
But then it would be the same time zone all over.
Yeah, it would be.
The problem, yeah. So we could just make it the same time zone. But it's a problem because if the sun doesn't know about this flat earth thing, so it sort of revolves, or actually the earth revolves and creates nights and days.
That's a little bit of a pity, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it's not the first time I worked from Thailand, because I was stationed for Klaus out there about 20 years ago. And that was a little bit different because there was a lot of people working out there. So your work day, 8 to 5 or something like that, was respected. I mean, when it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you were off duty.
Yeah.
So you had this overlap of about 2 to 3 hours, depending on whether Europe were having summertime or not, that you could actually work together with your colleagues in Denmark. What I've sort of envisioned, what happened this time is that there seemed to be a general, respect about this. Nobody really cared. Klaus was working from Thailand, except one thing, that the different time zone were Klaus's problems, not everybody else's problem. So I had a lot to do in the evenings, having meetings with people who couldn't do it earlier. So if you think that it was a nice, long, relaxing holiday out there, think twice, because in the end, you work more than you work from here, because you start at 9 o'clock and then you work 8 hours. So that's the normal thing. And then you work in the evening as well, because you have to get the time zone. And yeah. I also actually worked the other way around with someone from India some time ago, and I think that the time zone is not that critical. It's 3.5 hours. They cut they use half-hour time zones in India. Okay. But I think we have to get used to it in this globalized world here, and all this Corona stuff has just pushed everything forward a bit.
Yeah,
quite a lot actually.
We could work in the mornings and get things done, but then there might be some critical piece of a project that we were working on, and then when I went to lunch, you had dinner, and then I didn't want to disturb you in the evening, so I was kind of only having access to you half the time of the day, or even less, a few hours a day, if I were not to disturb you, if it wasn't really, really important that I get you on board. And that made it harder to kind of just schedule a casual situation for making videos like this, for instance, where you can end off the day having a video, because if you only have like 3 hours together where you could work, and we didn't even have that because you had so many projects on your side and I had a lot of projects on my side. So yeah, that got a little bit hard for me, I guess.
Well, you have to somehow, you get used to seeing what's really essential, what you have to, and then what's nice to.
Yeah.
And it's not that it doesn't have to be that strict. It's just that Well, after 8 o'clock, I'd like to have the day off anyway.
Yeah.
Which is what is 8 o'clock? That's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Denmark.
Yeah. But that's totally fair. So there's no problem there. But there was one positive thing though, and that was if I had something that I wanted to get fixed in the evening, I could send you an email and you can take a look at it all morning while I was asleep.
We had a combined support team that was rather powerful, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Because we were awake almost 24 hours every day. Yeah, that's true. And the advantage from being out there and 6 hours ahead is that if there are any problems that you need to fix, you have 6 nice hours by yourself before everybody wakes up in Europe, and you can actually get a lot of work done in those 6 hours. I like that, and nobody is going to bother you because they're going to be asleep.
Nice and quiet work.
Now, I think the problem arises when there is some kind of critical situation and you really need to talk to people. And especially working with people in India, that was hard. That was hard. Also because it's some time ago actually now, so the way that we can communicate today with Zoom and Teams and whatever, we didn't have at that time. And the internet connection wasn't stable either. So sometimes a critical discussion just abruptly stopped because the internet magically stopped working. I don't know. but I think it worked fairly okay, even though that I could have wished a better internet connection from out there. But it would be the same if we were working with people in the USA, the other way.
Just the other way around.
Yeah, but that's when we're selling. It's not so much now, but some years ago we were dealing more with the Americans than we do right now with data access in America. So we would also have to sit and wait for answer from the USA. So of course that's more smooth when we're working with the guys in Holland. But I don't think there is any way around this, except if we could agree that the Earth was flat. I think that's probably the best choice solution to the problem.
Yeah.
The other little thing, which is not directly related to engineering work, was that they were in the harvest season, and it's difficult to get people enough to work in the field. So even I was recruited to field work,
Doing compilations.
Doing compilations, yes.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I was compiling rice. Yes.
That must have been exciting. Compiling something other than code.
Yeah, well, it's another world
than
that we live in here, and well, I like that. But you are being challenged, so to speak, in that way.
There are different challenges with that kind of life.
Yeah. Well, when you're sitting in front of the computer and you look into the computer and basically don't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, but people respected that I was actually working, even though it looked like I wasn't. So, is it your time next? Where are you going?
I think I'm going to Copenhagen next.
Oh.
Copenhagen tomorrow.
Yeah, the time zone is not that far from
it's the same time zone, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Well.
Yeah. I'm not traveling that far anytime soon.
Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow at the same time.
Yeah. I guess we will.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tomorrow then.
Yep. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
you.